Do you ever feel like fear is holding you back from living your best life? Well, you're not alone. Fear is a powerful force that controls how we think, act, and even feel. It's like having an invisible barrier that keeps us from reaching our full potential. But here's the good news. Understanding how fear works and learning how to manage it can help you break free from its grip. In this video, we'll explore the psychology of fear, how it can destroy your life, and give you concrete steps you can take to overcome it. Understanding fear. Let's start with the basics. Fear is a natural and important emotion. It's like an alarm system in our brain that helps us respond to danger. Back in the day, this was super useful for our ancestors who faced real threats like wild animals. Today, however, fear often shows up in less life-threatening situations, like speaking in public or taking a big exam. There are two main types of fear: real fear and perceived fear. Real fear is when you're actually in danger, like if you're about to fall off a cliff. Perceived fear, on the other hand, is all in your head. It's the anxiety you feel about things that might not even happen, like worrying about a presentation going badly or fearing that people won't like you. Let's break this down with an example. Imagine you must give a big presentation at work. Your heart starts racing, your palms get sweaty, and your mind starts thinking of all the ways it could go wrong. This is your brain's way of reacting to what it perceives as a threat, even though there's no real danger to your safety. How fear destroys your life. Fear isn't just a feeling. It can disrupt you in big ways within different areas of your life. Picture Tom, who's been dreaming of starting his own business for years. Every time he thinks about taking the leap, fear of failure and fear of the unknown hold him back. Instead of pursuing his dream, he stays in a job he doesn't enjoy, stuck in a cycle of unfulfilled potential. Fear stops him from even trying. If Tom stays in this cycle, he will never reach his dreams. Now let's look at a new example how fear could affect you in another area of your life. Emily is afraid of getting her heart broken in relationships. Because of this fear, she keeps her guard up and doesn't allow herself to get close to anyone. She avoids meaningful connections, what results in missing out on deep and rewarding relationships. Fear of being vulnerable keeps her isolated. Until she decides to break free from her perceived fear, chances are high Emily will never find the true love that she is looking for. But fear can also destroy your personal path to growth. Imagine Mike, who wants to learn new skills or hobbies, but is afraid of not being good enough. His fear of failure stops him from trying new things. As a result, he never explores his interests or discovers his true passions. If Mike continues to live with these fears, his life will become empty and meaningless. Fear doesn't just keep you from taking action, it can also make you feel stuck and unhappy. It's like having a constant cloud hanging over you, making it hard to enjoy life and reach your goals. The science behind fear. Let's get into a bit of science to understand why fear feels so intense. When you experience fear, your brain's amygdala, the part responsible for processing emotions, goes into overdrive. This triggers the fight-or-flight response, preparing your body to either face the danger or run away from it. Here's an interesting fact. Your brain doesn't always know the difference between real and imagined threats. When you're anxious about an upcoming event, your brain can react as if you're in real danger, even though the situation is safe. That's why your body might react strongly, even if there's no actual threat. Understanding this can help you realize that your fears are often exaggerated by your mind. They're not necessarily based on reality, but rather on how you perceive potential threats. How to overcome fear. So how can you take control of your fear and not let it ruin your life? Here are 6 practical strategies to help you overcome fear and live more confidently. The first strategy is proven to work miracles. Exposure therapy is straightforwardly said, just facing your fears. Facing your fears can be a big challenge, but doing it step by step can make it easier. For example, if you're afraid of public speaking, start by practicing in front of a mirror, then progress to speaking in front of a small group of friends, your parents, or even your pet. Each small step builds your confidence and reduces your fear, preparing you for the final event. The second strategy is to reframe your thoughts. Instead of focusing on the worst-case scenario, try to imagine positive outcomes. For instance, instead of thinking, "What if I fail?" think, "What if I succeed?" This shift in perspective can turn fear into motivation and excitement. Third is practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness and meditation can help calm your mind and reduce fear. By focusing on the present moment and observing your thoughts without judgment, you can prevent fear from taking over. Try starting with just a few minutes of mindfulness each day and see if it helps. Number 4 is to set small, achievable goals. It's better to break down your big goals into smaller, more manageable tasks. With this approach, you are essentially making a staircase towards your goals. If you continue climbing the stairs, even if you're falling, you'll reach your dreams. When you're afraid of starting a new project, start with simple tasks like researching or planning. Each small success builds confidence and helps overcome fear. The fifth strategy is to seek support when needed. Sometimes talking to someone you trust, like a friend or therapist, can provide new insights and support. Sharing your fears and getting advice can help you feel less alone and more equipped to handle your fears. The last strategy is to celebrate progress. Recognize and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Each step you take towards facing your fears is a victory. Celebrating these moments can boost your confidence and encourage you to keep going. Real-life examples of overcoming fear. Let's look at some real-life examples of people who faced their fears and came out stronger for some living proof. First on the list is J.K. Rowling. Before becoming a global phenomenon with the Harry Potter series, J.K. Rowling faced many rejections from publishers. Despite her fears and setbacks, she kept going, and her persistence paid off. She went from being rejected to selling more than 600 million copies worldwide. Her story shows that overcoming fear and rejection can lead to incredible success. Another example is Oprah Winfrey. Oprah has shared her struggles with fear and self-doubt throughout her career. By confronting her fears and pushing through challenges, she became one of the most influential media personalities in the world. Her journey is a powerful example of turning fear into strength. Last is Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen has been open about her fears and struggles in her career. Despite facing challenges and fears, she continued to pursue her goals and became a successful comedian and talk show host. The show averaged 1.4 million viewers per year. Her story highlights the importance of perseverance and facing fears head-on. All these examples show that fear can be a powerful force that holds you back from living your best life. It can affect your career, relationships, and personal growth. But by understanding how fear works and using practical strategies to manage it, you can start to overcome its grip and move towards a more fulfilling life. Remember, fear is a natural part of being human, but please don't ever let it control you. With some effort and the right mindset, you should face your fears, take action, and achieve your goals. So, the next time fear tries to hold you back, remember this video and take a step forward. Your future self will thank you. Thanks for watching. If you're curious about more topics, please share them below in the comments and I'll handle them in future videos. See you later!